हेलो। Good morning, everyone. Let's begin our virtual science exhibition with the blessings of God. Prayer song by Kamalika of grade 9.
शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शङ्करादिसेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहं भक्तानि पोषकं भवसुदं विनायकं भक्तिमुक्तिप्रद पूषितंगं रक्तपदं पूज भवयामि शक्ति सहित गणपतिं शङ्करादिसेवितं विरक्त सकल मुनिवर सुरराज विनुत गुरुगुहम् गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानार्थात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानवन्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुरुकुमाराय गुरुवे गुणगुरुवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसमारेत्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्राते गुरुपाखण्डकण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गीतस्वल्पाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गणेशाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Thank you, Kamalika. Now our mark students of various grades are ready to welcome you all with their introductory speech.
Good morning all. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. The best way of learning anything is by doing. To ignite our creative talents, our school gives us a platform to present ideas and skills to make Marg Annual Kids Exhibition at Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo. Get ready to learn it from experts. Thank you.
Respected principal, guests, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Mahitej. Welcome you all to the 10th May Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo. Our exhibition target is to encourage innovation through science among the young generation as they are the nation's future. Therefore, I invite everybody to show their support and share their perception to this creative exhibition. Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் செல்வதர்ஷினி. நான் 5ஆம் வகுப்பு படிக்கின்றேன். நாம் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரே மாதிரியான திறமைகள் இருப்பதில்லை. ஆனால் நம் திறமைகளை வளர்த்துக்கொள்ள வாய்ப்புகள் உள்ளன என்றார் டாக்டர் அப்துல் கலாம். அவரின் பொன்மணிக்கேற்ப எங்கள் பள்ளி மாணவர் திறமை வெளிக்கொணர ஆண்டுதோறும் அறிவியல் கண்காட்சியை நடத்தி வருகிறது. 9 ஆண்டுகள் கழிந்து 10வது ஆண்டில் அடியெடுத்து வைக்கும் எங்கள் மார்க் வித்யாலயா பள்ளியில் அறிவியல் கண்காட்சி கண்டுகளிக்க வந்திருக்கும் உங்கள் அனைவரையும் வருக வருக என வரவேற்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Good morning to everyone present here. My name is Saleh of grade 3. We warmly welcome all of you to the 10th annual Make Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo of our school Mark Vidyalaya. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking leads to knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. This science exhibition provides a platform to overcome shyness and to gain confidence. Our school Visual Expo is like a gift to present our models to do and learn instead of just reading from books. We learn what we do. Now we present our grade 3 Science Expo videos to you all. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all present here. I warmly welcome all of you on behalf of our school Mark Vidyalaya in the event of Make 10th Mark Annual Kids Exhibition. To host the exhibition of our school gives me great pleasure. Through the efforts made by all of our students, teachers and staff members, this event would have been possible. Our exhibition's target is to encourage innovation through science among the young generations as they are the nation's future. This opportunity involves students from kindergarten to grade 9 where they exhibit their impeccable talent in the field of science. Our budding scientists showcased hands-on learning in science with much practical and scientific approach. Students had made still models and working models to present their topics with much relevance in practical life. In the end, I would like to welcome all teachers, staff members and students who are integral part of this institution. The entire team of Mark Vidyalaya appreciates the efforts made by their parents as well as their wards in spite of this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrita. Coming up next, students, let's learn viewing by doing.
Hi all, this is Aisha Narit from class 7. Learning. What is learning? Everyone has different opinion in the approach of learning. Some people learn by listening to the people talking about the things. Some people would like to learn by reading about the things. But some people learn by doing the things. Again, every being has a talent in different ways. Their strength and weakness, abilities and disabilities, learning method and time also differs from person to person. Learning by doing. But really, doing the things helps one to gain knowledge in detail about what he had learned. Though there are 3 types of learning, that is, visual, auditory and kinesthetic. Studies have shown that kinesthetic learning carries out physical activities rather than listening to a lecture, which is the most popular type of learning with students. That is, doing helps them to gain a better understanding of the subject. It also helps them to understand the theory concept while doing them practically. Thus, Learning by doing actually helps one to interact with the environment, and they can implement their learning outside the classroom as well. Now, everywhere we can hear creativity, creativity. But how this creativity can be built up in a child? This type of kinesthetic learning helps them to enter and experience the world of creativity. Learning by doing is the process where kid can make a sense of the experiences in which they could actively engage in making things and explore the world. Every children can learn by doing at the individual pace when they learn the skills and concepts through this hands-on approaching of learning. Learning by doing actually focuses on the development of essential skills such as leadership, effective communication, innovative thinking, creativity, critical reasoning, collaboration, and problem solving. Learning the skills at an very early age leads to a lifelong success in many areas of life, as these skills build up a self-confidence and self-esteem oneself. Thank you.
Imagine you're hungry and all you have at home is a coconut, some rice and egg. If you have no clue and zero creative ideas, you probably eat a raw egg with unboiled hard rice and staring at the coconut. However, you have remembered your dad cracking the coconut, your mom boiling the rice. Your brain can connect the dots and can form a new creative idea. You boil the rice in the coconut water and fry the egg and add some coconut flakes. Well, enjoy your meal. Creativity is our ability to look at a problem and come up with good solution to solve it. Once we understand this, we realize that we have nothing to do with the subject matter job over we study. There are creative invention and creative artists, but there is also very creative cleaner and highly creative teachers. People we are worship for creativity often just connect different idea and beautiful way and make them commercially successful. Well, all of us creativity differ in the way we are and what extent. Michael Chiant came up with innovation adaptation theory. People believes that when we solve problems that are more adaptive and more innovative, people who are more adaptive, creative try to do things better. People who are more innovative, creative try to do things differently. To solve a specific problem, say that if a smelly cat litters in a box, more adaptive types look for a solution inside the box. They might try to recreate the cat litter chemical property and can increase the property of the sand particles and finally the refreshing tropical sand. More innovative, creative things outside the litter box. They come up with cat diapers, cat squeeze, or for good manners or RoboCat. But there are also other differences. Psychology, J.P. Gilbert and some others have divergent and divergent thinking. More divergent thinkers come up with lots of ideas. When they see a problem, convergent thinkers see all the details and better way down the option. A diverse thing is usually most effective when trying to solve a problem. A divergent thinker can list many ideas. After a convergent thinkers then look at each of the option and can pick the better option. The result is better than anyone can do it by themselves. A map involving two groups of students who have creative diversity works. Group A have students of same background. Group B also have similar but joined by one single stranger. Students from Group A enjoyed the process and they worked together. Very well. The students in Group B didn't like to have a stranger in their group, but they solved the mystery twice faster and won the race. Researchers concluded that the stranger added a new perspective, making the group think harder and making them careful while adjourning the form. The result was more intelligent. If we want to become more creative, we first have to build the connection of knowledge and memories daily by seeing new experiences. Only then we can increase the dots in our brain and connect it. Chiantin Christians have hard business goal. Recommends the parents should fix things in the home all by themselves. The child then learns the problem can be solved by ourselves in many different ways. Jack Matz, a professor of creativity at Athens University, recommends the dress for failure, which gives a new perspective and the ability to play new roles. Mark Wings found many videos such as practicing saying S, because whenever we say S, we can open the doors of new experiences. Can you help me? You want my ice cream? Can I teach you? Yes, yes, yes. We recommend one thing you have done never before every day, or at least 1 week, maybe a week, maybe a month. Call your weird aunt, talk to a stranger, eat using your left hand, or take a really cold shower. Every evening, try to write down what you did and what you learned from it. Start the first new thing right now.
Welcome all to our 10th Make Expo. MAG Annual Kids Exhibition has been done by students of pre-KG to 9th standard. Confucius, who was a Chinese social philosopher, had left a lot of valuable statements. Here is one of them. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Psychologists assert that we memorize only 10% of heard information. When a student studies a concept by doing it practically, he never forgets that concept. We students of MAG are following this practical concept. In this expo, we students do the project practically and convey it in a clear manner. Mark Twain, who was an American humorist and writer, said that India is the cradle of human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition. But we, the students of MAG, proudly say MAG is the birthplace of our creativity and dream. So practical learning is one of the best way of learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha, Ashada, and Tejas. I'm glad to introduce our today's chief guest, Mrs. C.V. Ramadevi. We welcome you, ma'am.
Mrs. C.V. Ramadevi pursued Montessori, M.Com and M.Ed, and currently she is the principal of Unison School, Dulapalli, Kompalli. Some of her experiences are: held the role of Dean of Academics for NATCO Pharma Co. CSR wing, owned schools in CBSE and SSC streams, along with guiding and monitoring of reading and writing program held by them for government schools in Nagarjuna Sagar, Nalgonda district for almost 7 years. And her achievements are: introduced worksheet systems in SSC streams while serving as coordinator and vice president of St. Vincent High School, implemented computer education, varied methods of remediation for students needing extra support during the tenure as principal and dean. Thank you.
Vanakkam, Namaste, and warm greetings to every parent, child, and teacher of Mark Vidyalaya. Firstly, let me say that I am extremely happy to share this platform of 10th year celebrations of Mark Expo. It gives me immense pleasure to address you all on this occasion because Geeta has been a very magnificent lady with high level of expectations of what the next generation should be. And her ideologies are very much reflected in the way the school activities are being presented. In the present situation, the children need extensively lot of challenges and platforms where they can nurture their creativity as well as their scientific temperament. Because they have abundant sources of even distractions around. Amidst these distractions, they have to convert or transform those distractions into positive platforms and situations where they can enhance themselves into more capable citizens of future. And I am sure that direction is being led by the school system. Let me tell you, my dear parents, nothing comes easily. It's only the hard work and enthusiasm and the right environment and support that goes to children that can make a difference. Hence, the more efforts all of us put in, it will never go a waste, and let's not calculate over it. I would appeal to even teachers of today. In fact, I should appreciate and I should look forward because the present set of teachers are definitely the change makers in the stream of education in India. And every teacher should be consistent learner. It is the utmost need of the day. Never give up, my dear teachers, nor slow down and keep browsing, checking and enhancing furthermore your strategies that you can always make a difference. I always term teachers as warriors of future because the army takes care of our present. The teachers take care of our future. The society's future is in the hands of teachers. Similarly, my dear parents, in this pandemic time across India, very soon the schools have shifted to this best type of education, and we have never compromised, and we are making a difference in whatever we do, such that blended learning is soon going to be adapted as part of our lifestyles. And for this, definitely your involvement is making a difference. Always, the more you involve, the better the child is. I was very much impressed with really the confidence depicted by children. There was a kid who was talking about electricity in grade 6, and I heard children of grade 2, grade 3 talking about different topics in science and even English concepts. That was quite interesting to watch. And I can see in their presentation what they have learned through their everyday courses and how the teacher must have delivered to them. Never think, and gone are the days, that textbooks are the best limit of learning, but now textbooks are just the basis of learning. So I hope you all will keep this in mind, work together, go together, and Mark is definitely producing very effective and confident citizens of tomorrow's world. I wish all the best once again to the management, staff, children and parents, and may you all stay safe, healthy and happy all through the coming years. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad to introduce our special invitee, Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan. We welcome you, sir.
Ma'am, you can unmute, ma'am. Ma'am, you can please start. Ma'am, you are on live. You can start. Rama, ma'am. You have to unmute.
So, namaste everybody. I hope staying at home, still the learning hasn't stopped and you all are really enjoying your learning, which is very much visible, my dear children, parents and teachers of Mark. That was a wonderful storyboard I saw just now presented by grade 8 child, and a lot of learning. I have witnessed every video that was shared with me. I can see a lot of kalams developing from your school, and I hope a lot of scientific development will be seen and visible ahead. All the best. I look forward for a great annual event with all of you. Thank you very much, Geeta, and all the best, principal, teachers, everybody of Mark Vidyalaya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm glad to introduce our special invitee for the day, Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan, MSc PhD PDF from South Korea. He pursued PhD in biotechnology and he is currently working as a senior researcher. He worked in endophytes and found factual findings about it. He has published various journals of his research work. We welcome you, sir. I am glad to introduce our special invitee for the day, Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan, MSc PhD PDF from South Korea. He pursued PhD in biotechnology and he is currently working as a senior researcher. He worked in endophytes and found factual findings about it. He has published various journals of his research work. We welcome you, sir.
Hello everyone, I am Lakshmi Narayanan. I am living in South Korea and I am happy to see the Mark Vidyalaya students' involvement in making science videos. Here in this video, I like to give a small introduction about me and also about my research work and about my research publication. And this is my research team in South Korea. So I got my PhD in biotechnology in South Korea, and followed by that, I worked in 2 universities in South Korea as a senior researcher. And about my research, I worked in the endophytes. Endophytes are defined as any kind of microorganisms, especially fungus or bacteria, which lives inside plants and which gives a symbiotic relationship to the plants. I worked in the bacterial endophytes. I collected the huge number of bacterial endophytes, more than 1,500 bacterial endophytes, and we filtered and we standardized. We minimized the bacterial endophytes and found out the best beneficial bacterial endophytes by giving the stress, and which just produced metabolite. Metabolites are defined as many compounds. It's combined together, which gives beneficial effects. So this metabolite we just treated with nematodes, and which causes a particular disease to the plants. So these are the nematodes we isolated from the diseased trees and plants. We can see the live movement of the nematodes, and this is in this video you cannot see any of the movement of the nematodes because we treated this nematode with our bacterial metabolites. So this proves that our metabolites is paralyzed and killed the nematode, and also our metabolite induced the resistance in the plants against a particular diseases. Followed by this research, we are working on the mouse animal studies. We are using the diseases in mouse, and we are giving our metabolites, and we are just checking that how this metabolites is recovering this mouse from the particular diseases. And this is my research publication. You can just search in Google Scholars and you can find out my research publication. And this is if you need any of the information about the scholarships in abroad or any of the government exams in India or any kind of information related to the studies, you can mail me or you can contact me in WhatsApp. And thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Our next special invitee for the day is Harish Chengaya, founder cum game director and producer of Outlier Games. We welcome you, sir.
Video mode. Harish sir,
Yeah.
you can start, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, students. So you're all now taking part in this science expo, right? Budding Abdul Kalam. So I want to talk about a very specific thing with all the students today. Like Abdul Kalam is a great person, right? He is immortal in the sense that everybody remembers him. Even today, everybody remembers him, and well into the future, people will still remember him. So we call them as the greats, right? So today I want to talk to you students about how we could become great, like achieving greatness. Like we all have some ambition in life, right? We have certain goals that we want to reach. At the end of the day, when we break it down, everybody wants to achieve something really big, or they want to leave an impact behind, right? A legacy, or do something so great like what Mr. Abdul Kalam did. He's known as the missile man, right? So in that context, today I'll give you a bit of a idea on how you guys can structure your career going forward. Sure? Okay, muted. Okay, sure. So I would like to start by saying that there are two things that you would need. One is clarity, and the second thing is starting early. So what do I mean by that? Let's say this weekend or coming weekend, you all want to go out and spend your time. And let's say you wanted to go to Phoenix Mall in Velicheri. So going to Phoenix Mall is your destination, right? But once you're in Phoenix Mall, you may want to go to your favorite restaurant and have food, or you want to go to movies, or you want to go shop, buy books or toys or games or whatever, or you want to do all of them together. But if you don't start early, you might not have the time to do all of it, right? Maybe you might have to cancel some of your plans, or you may have to cancel your entire plan and sit at home, which is not really an ideal situation. So achieving greatness or trying to achieve your dreams is also the same thing. You need to know what your destination is, and you need to start preparing to reach that destination from very early on. So I'll give an example so that it's what I'm trying to say is much more clear. I'll take my own case. So I'll share a small story with you. So I hope you all of you are interested in hearing that story. So right now I'm 24 years old, but when I was in 8th standard, when I was 14 years old, I decided I wanted to be a game designer. And when I was in 10th standard, I decided I wanted to be the best, greatest game designer ever. That was my dream. That I saw myself trying to achieve that in the future. So I had that clarity at a very early age that this is something that I want to achieve in my life. So that clarity helped me with how I can go to the destination that I wanted to, or in other words, how I can achieve that greatness. For instance, somewhere during 10th standard, I imagined myself owning a gaming company in the future, of course. And for that reason, I thought I should pick commerce during 11th standard. So we have a choice of picking between either science or commerce when we go to 11th standard, right? So I thought I should pick commerce because I thought it would teach me the foundations of how to run a business, the foundational concepts of business administration, economics, and so on. But also, I wasn't that good at studies, so I can't pick science. But nonetheless, the point being, I had a very specific reason for which I chose commerce. So when you get there, when you get to 11th, when you're trying to make the decision between science or commerce, make sure that there is a solid reason behind why you're choosing that particular stream, because that would be the first biggest decision in your life in defining your career. So from there, uh, after that, after finishing my 12th, I didn't want to join any college and do any course, any degree bachelor's course, because I wanted to be the greatest game designer, right? So what I did was I pursued a bachelor's course in game designing because I thought that is something which would give me a lot of exposure, skills, and knowledge to become what I wanted to achieve that greatness that I always envisioned myself doing. But life is unexpected, right? Life is full of surprises, shocks, and things that you didn't expect will happen. Something like that happened in my life too. The college where I joined, the course or the syllabus was very outdated. So when people study such outdated courses and they try to graduate, there's no value in that course, right? Either we won't get good jobs, or we won't have the skills or the knowledge to pursue a career forward. And we are also seeing in the news, and we hear from people, right, that there are many graduates who do not get work or get placement. This is the reason. So what do you think I did at that time? What I did was, I was in the second year of college when I realized this. So what I did was I formed a team with my classmates. So we wanted to start making games, not for commercial reasons, but to learn the process of making games. Obviously, we made a bunch of games, a couple of games, but all of them were bad games. But with every bad game, I learned more and more on how to make a better game. I understood more of that. And in that process, I ended up learning so much that it almost bridged the gap between what I was lacking from my college education. So whatever that I lacked there, I ended up learning from my own self practice. So I didn't wait for anyone to tell me what to do or what was right or what was wrong. And I wasn't afraid of my future. So do any of you know why? That is because, as I told, I had the clarity and I started early. Right from 8th standard, I used to research about how games are made. So by the time I was in the second year of my college, I've been researching and learning about game designing for almost 6 years. The 6 years worth of self-research filled me with enough confidence that I was prepared to face a situation that I didn't expect. I had the clarity on what to do next, even when things went wrong, and also had the courage to go forward. The ability to adapt is probably the most important trait. And that comes only when we are confident in our skills and knowledge. But how do we get that confidence? As I told you, having the clarity of our destination and starting very early. And now, because of that journey that I started right when I was in 8th standard, I now own a game company with a team of 8 people. And this game company is known by every single person in the Indian gaming industry. The game studio is known as Outlier Games. In fact, my studio, Outlier Games, is one among the only 3 game studios in India which makes games for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and computer. There are so many game studios in India, but we are one among the only 3 in India to do so. But my journey is not over yet. This is just the beginning. But compared to my batchmates in college, I can confidently say that I'm at least 5 years ahead of them in career, because I had the clarity of what my destination was, and I started preparing for it very early. But know one thing, this process will take time, but you will enjoy it, because in many ways, achieving greatness is like cooking. For example, let's say you're making Maggi. You pour the right quantity of water first, right? And then you add the Maggi masala, and then you add the noodles and cook it for 2 minutes, right? But what happens if you don't put the masala? Or what happens if you don't pour the water, but just try to mix the noodles and the masala without the water? The end product will be bad, right? Trying to achieve your goals and your dreams and trying to achieve greatness is the same. There are many steps involved in the process, and none of those steps can be skipped. And at each step, you progress a little and add something to the next step, and you grow like that. So remember, students, no dream is big enough or crazy enough if you're clear about what you want to do, and you have very clearly defined what you want to do, and if you start your journey early. And with that, I wish you the very best. So do wonders. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We, the students of Mark, present you some of our science videos.
Good morning. I'm Sai Kirtana from 6th Standard B section. I'm going to explain about solar and lunar eclipse. The earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. The earth and the moon are opaque objects. Opaque objects do not allow light to pass through them. There's a point of time when the sun, the earth and the moon come in a straight line. This is called eclipse. There are 2 types of eclipse. Eclipse and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. As a result, it blocks the rays of the sun from reaching the earth. At this time, people in the earth cannot see the sun. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes in between the moon and the sun. As a result, it blocks the rays of the sun from reaching the moon. At this point of time, people in the earth cannot see the moon. Let me show you solar eclipse and lunar eclipse with the model. This is the sun, this is the moon, and this is the earth. Here we can see that the moon is blocking the rays of the sun from reaching the earth. This is called solar eclipse. Now we can see that the earth is blocking the rays of the sun from reaching the moon. This is called lunar eclipse. There is another reason for solar and lunar eclipse. According to Hindu mythology, there are 2 demons called Rahu and Ketu. Both of them hate the sun and the moon. So when there is a solar eclipse, we say that Rahu swallowed the sun, and when there is a lunar eclipse, we say that Ketu swallowed the moon. Thank you.
My name is Yan Takshin. I am studying in 6th A. I have made a project named as Pin or Drawing Machine. I have taken reference from the lesson Electricity and Circuit. The components I have used here are a high watt battery, a switch, a motor and a wheel. The negative terminal of the battery is connected directly to the motor. The positive terminal of the battery is connected to the motor through a switch. A switch is a device which opens or closes an electric circuit. When we on the switch, the circuit closes and the electricity flows through the motor. Thus, motor starts and the wheel spins. Let's see the working model. I have stick the double side tape in a cardboard to stick it on the wheel.
Go ahead.
This is the sample art I have made with my project. I have made some of these using different colors. We can enhance it with free hands to make the art more beautiful. Thank you.
Hello all, hope you all are doing well. Hi, this is Hari Patel. Today I am going to explain you about my project Electric Current and its Effects. As you all know, every substance in this universe is made up of an atom. An atom itself is made up of 3 tiny particles. They are electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged and neutrons are neutral. So, electric current is the continuous flow of electrons in any closed circuit. A circuit is the closed loop that electrons can travel in. A source of electricity, such as a battery, provides electric energy to the circuit. Unless the circuit is completed, that is the making a full circle back to the electrical source, no electrons will move. Here is a simple diagram of an electric circuit. This is the electric circuit with closed switched off. Here is the electric circuit with switched on. There are many effects of electric current. They are heating effect, chemical effect, mechanical effect and magnetic effect. Let's see how this simple circuit works. Here is the battery. It is connected with wires. This is the positive one and this is the negative one. They are connected to a bulb. The moment I switch on, that is when I close the loop, the bulb glows. The moment I open the loop, the bulb glows off.
Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Which country do you think has numerous earthquakes? Japan. Indonesia is also very active seismic zone. An earthquake is the sudden rapid shaking of the earth caused by the release of energy stored in rocks. The first seismograph was invented in 132 AD by the Chinese astronomer and mathematician Chang Hai. He called it an earthquake weathercock. Each of the 8 dragons had a bronze ball in its mouth. Whenever there was even a slight earth tremor, a mechanism inside the seismograph would open the mouth of one dragon. Hi guys, this is Jessie Trina from grade 7. The Indian subcontinent too had a history of earthquakes. This motivated me to talk about an earthquake early warning system. Earthquake alarm systems provide a warning of ground shaking during an earthquake. The objective is to rapidly detect the initiation of an earthquake, estimate the level of ground shaking to be expected, and issue a warning before significant ground shaking starts. A seismograph is an instrument used to detect earthquakes. Here's a simple working model of an earthquake alarm. Let's see it. Thank you.
Hello, I am Girishwar. I am studying in 7th grade. Today I am going to explain about automatic street light using solar panel. This is the automatic street light. This is the solar panel and this is the LED light. The solar panel will get the solar energy from the sunlight, and when the sunlight touches the solar panel will send the solar energy to this LED. When I close my hand, the LED will not glow. Because the sunlight is not touching this solar panel. Now I am closing my hand and the sunlight is not touching this solar panel. Now the LED is not glowing. When I remove my hand, the LED will glow because the sunlight is touching this solar panel. Now the LED is glowing. This is the circuit diagram of my project. This is a relay and this is the lithium ion battery. When there is sunlight, the solar panel will also produce the energy to this lithium ion battery, and the battery will store the solar energy as a DC power. And when there is no sunlight or it's a night time, the battery will produce the energy automatically to this LED and the LED will glow. Thank you.
Hi, today we are going to see about how to filter water with charcoal. First, we have to put a hole in a cap and fill it with cotton. Now we have to place in some sand. And some charcoal. And some sand again. And charcoal. We have to repeat it. Now we have to pour in some dirty water. The water is now purified. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ananya Prasanna, studying 8th grade in Mark Vidyalaya, Madipakam. The topic we'll be covering today is called coronavirus. What is coronavirus? Coronavirus disease is an infectious disease caused on humans. Where do coronaviruses come from? Coronaviruses are viruses that circulate among animals, with some infecting humans. Coronaviruses originated from China and spread across the whole world. Italy, London, France, and the US being severely impacted. 84 million people were affected by coronavirus, out of which 47 million people were recovered, and close to 2 million people are dead. In India, 10.3 million people were affected by coronavirus, out of which 9.88 million people are recovered, and 1.5 lakh million people are dead. How does the virus spread? COVID-19 spreads from person to person called human-to-human transmission. This virus is mainly transmitted via respiratory droplets and aerosols while sneezing, coughing, keep interacting with people in a close proximity which is less than 2 meters. These droplets are then inhaled on surfaces with and are then infected when they touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. What are the precautions to avoid the spread? Washing hands frequently. Maintain social distancing, wear a mask, avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth, avoid going in a crowded area. There is a huge fund being pumped in on research and development for COVID-19 vaccines, out of which 3 of them are ready for productions. And those 3 are Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca. With these precautions and the potential vaccines, I am sure coming 2021, we all together can fight Corona and wish for a better year ahead. Thank you!
Good morning, one and all. I am Jayashree of grade 9 from Mark Vidyalaya. I am going to explain about bioremediation. Bioremediation is the branch of biotechnology that deals with living organisms in the removal of pollutants in the environment. We can understand it using an image. In this, the polluted environment is injected with microbe to replenish the ecosystem. The microbe perform anaerobic or aerobic respiration in order to replenish the ecosystem. The major advantage of bioremediation is that this process does not involve any harm to the habitat or the ecosystem. There are two principles of bioremediation. They are in situ bioremediation and ex situ bioremediation. In situ bioremediation. In situ bioremediation is the process of treating the pollutant in the place where they are present. Ex situ bioremediation. It is the process where the pollutant is removed from the soil or the environment and treated with several processes in other places. There are several methods involved in bioremediation. The major two methods involved in bioremediation are biostimulation and bioaugmentation. In biostimulation, as the name suggests, the bacteria which is present in the polluted area is stimulated in order to increase the population of the bacteria and thus by cleaning the environment. Bioaugmentation. It is the process in which the pollutant is removed from the environment by several processes by using biological processes. These are some case studies where first we will see about oil spill in Mexico. Held on April 22, 2010 in Gulf of Mexico. The cleanup involved two main processes, that is biostimulation, bioaugmentation. The next is Ennore oil spill. This is a recent oil spill in India. It was caused due to the pollution of two ships near Kanchipuram. The cleaning involved 5,700 people in 10 days, and they recovered over 16.4 million sludge. Conclusion. Bioremediation is an eco-friendly process. We can use it in cleaning the environment and thus replenishing our earth. So we can use this in polluted areas in our India like Ghaziabad, Kanpur and other polluted areas. Thank you.
Hi, I am Surya Narayanan of grade 9. Today I am going to talk about the working principle of a gearbox in an automatic car. This is the basic model of the gearbox in an automatic car. This has three basic modes: the drive mode, the neutral mode and the reverse mode. So this gear shaft is used to shift between these three modes. The parts of this model are: this is the gear assembly. This is made from cardboard. This is the gear shaft or the gear stick used to shift between the three drive modes. This is the motor which can be equivalent to the car's engine. And this stick is equivalent to the wheel shaft which controls the forward and reverse movement of the car's wheels. In neutral mode, as we can see, when the gear stick is in neutral mode, the wheel shaft doesn't move even though the motor is spinning. In the drive and reverse modes are controlled by the movements of the gears. In drive mode, as you can see, the wheel shaft is rotating forwards. And in the reverse mode, as you can see, the wheel shaft is rotating in the opposite direction. So inside this model of the gearbox, we can see there is a set of 5 gears. Each gear will counter rotate the gear next to it. So if this gear is rotating in the clockwise direction, this will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. And similarly, since this is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, this will rotate in clockwise direction. So the motor spins the first gear in the clockwise direction which in turn spins this gear in the clockwise direction as well, as both of them are connected by this rod. So as you can see, both of them are rotating for that way. So this gear, which is rotating in the clockwise direction, rotates this gear next to it in the anti-clockwise direction. So this gear rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, whereas this gear rotates in clockwise direction. So similarly, as we just saw, this rotates in clockwise direction, whereas this rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So when these teeth are attached to this gear, which rotates in clockwise direction, this causes the wheel shaft to rotate in the clockwise direction, that is reverse. That is the reverse direction. So, and when this is connected to this gear, which rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, it causes the wheel shaft to move the other way, that is forwards. Hence, the two drive and reverse. But when it's in the center, when the gear shaft is in the center, it doesn't have contact with either this gear or this gear. So, it doesn't cause the wheel shaft to move at all. The wheel shaft doesn't move even when the gears are rotating, as this doesn't have contact with both of these gears. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Nainika, LKG week section. I am going to show you expressions. Proud, excited, sad, tired, happy, scared, surprised, bored, shy, hungry. Hi everyone, my name is Sanjana. I am Mathis. My past all flowers fruit is bunched up and road. I am a big tree. I give you oxygen for living. I give you a shade and shelter. Please don't cut me back. Please, thank you.
Respected teachers, parents, and my dear friends, my name is Amy Michelle from 5th A, going to explain about the igloos. The igloos or the ice houses are built of snow and ice. They are dome shaped. People construct them with large blocks of ice. A hole is made in the center of the dome to allow smoke and hot air to pass through. The igloos are generally built in the cold places. The floor is covered with the skin and the fur of animals. The construction of the igloos are very interesting. Do you want to know about it? Well, I will explain it to you. Compact bricks of snow are strong and the structure is built without using any cement. The heat from humans living inside melts the bricks and fuels them together. Wow, I'm sure that it would have been very interesting to know about the igloos. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sparsh of 8th grade. Today I will be explaining about a new invention, stone paper. What is stone paper? Stone paper is a special type of paper made up of stone. The idea of making this paper originated from Taiwan. Nowadays, products such as visiting cards, planners, and notebooks are being made with this type of paper. It is a eco-friendly material and manufacturing of this paper does not consume any water. It can be recycled up to an infinite number of times. So new raw materials are not needed to be extracted every time. How is it made? The following steps are taken in the process of making stone paper. First, leftover rocks are collected from places such as construction sites and mines. Then these rocks are converted into fine dust. The dust is then mixed with high density polyethylene resin to form small pellets. These pellets are then slightly heated to get paper. Pellets are the main component of the paper. Therefore, old stone paper is first made into pellets to make new paper. The advantages of stone paper are no trees are cut to make this paper, making it eco-friendly. It is waterproof, thus you can write on it even when submerged in water. It is durable and tear resistant. And finally, it does not emit any greenhouse gases, thus it helps in reducing global warming. In conclusion, stone paper is a very good alternative over traditional pulp paper because of its advantages. 1 ton of stone paper saves about 20 trees and 16,000 gallons of water, making it 100% eco-friendly. Therefore, using stone paper is good for nature and also fulfills our needs. Thank you.
I am Lakshan. I'm going to share bouncy here. For this, you need a vinegar, 1 glass with egg. We need to fill the vinegar into the glass. Let it sit for 24 hours. After that, you will get the bouncy egg. You can play using this egg. Thank you.
Thank you, viewers. This is just a trailer. You can watch all our videos from pre-KG to grade 9 on our YouTube channel. Hey students and their parents who are sitting and watching there. Here comes our math teachers and principal ma'am with their gratitude speech from Teacher Corner.
Congratulations to all our budding scientists. I would like to thank parents and children for making this event a grand success. All of this could not have been possible without the active participation and dedication of children and the encouragement support provided by our parents. I would like to convey my special thanks to our principal ma'am for her support and guidance in conducting such events. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Srividya of grade 9. We have our Jennifer ma'am here, our kindergarten teacher. Ma'am, how is the response from parents this year, ma'am?
Hi parents and kids. எங்களுடைய இந்த 10th மார்க் எக்ஸ்போல உங்களை மீட் பண்றதுல வெரி ஹாப்பி. எங்களுடைய ஹைலைட்டு எங்களுடைய ப்ரீகேஜி பிள்ளைங்களோட ரைம்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆக்ஷன் வேர்ட்ஸ் சொல்றது தான். அதை மிஸ் பண்ணிடுவோமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணேன். பட் நீங்க பேரண்ட்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு நல்லா கோஆப்ரேட் பண்ணிட்டு பிள்ளைங்களை நீங்க வீடியோ எடுத்து ஒரு குழந்தைய வந்து உட்கார நிக்க வச்சு வீடியோ எடுக்கிறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். பட் நீங்க அந்த பிள்ளைங்களை அவங்களுக்கு நீங்க சென்ட் பண்ணி நீங்க வீடியோ எடுத்து எங்களுக்கு சென்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அந்த வீடியோஸ் பார்க்கும்போது எங்களுக்கே பயங்கர என்கரேஜ்மெண்ட்டா இருக்கு. இதை விட நம்ம இன்னும் பெட்டரா பண்ணணும். உங்களுடைய மாடல்ஸ்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது நிறைய பேரண்ட்ஸோட மாடல்ஸ் பார்க்கும்போது இதை விட நம்ம இன்னும் நல்லா பெட்டரா பண்ணணுன்ற மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு என்கரேஜ்மெண்ட் நீங்க கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. இந்த ஷோவை நீங்க சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா பண்ணி கொடுத்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
Hi, I'm Srividya of grade 9. So we have a primary Hindi teacher here, Ashri Devan. Namaste ma'am. Namaste. हर साल हम मेक एक्सपो स्कूल में करते हैं, मगर इस साल हम वर्चुअली करते हैं. आपको कैसे लग रहा है?
श्रीविद्या, इस साल तो हम बच्चों को पैंडेमिक साल है तो बच्चों को डायरेक्ट स्कूल नहीं बुला सकते. इस साल हर पूरा जो त्योहार है, फेस्टिवल्स है, हमने वर्चुअली किया है. तो हमने सोचा क्यों एक्सपो नहीं कर सकते करके तो हमने कोशिश किया. तो पेरेंट्स और बच्चों को सपोर्ट से अभी ये एक्सपो बहुत अच्छे से चल रहा है.
मेक एक्सपो बच्चों को कैसे लाभदायी कर रहा है?
मेक एक्सपो तो बच्चों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है जो उनका टैलेंट बाहर दिखा सकते हैं. वो लोग इतना अच्छे से एक्सप्लेनेशन देते हैं और एक्सप्लेन करते हैं जो वर्किंग मॉडल्स को. वो देख के बहुत समृद्धि हुआ है और खुश भी हुआ है.
धन्यवाद मैम.
थैंक यू टू द टीचर्स, स्टूडेंट्स एंड to the parents. धन्यवाद
मैम.
Hello everyone, I'm Sri Lakshmi. We have Jayashree ma'am and Divya ma'am, our kindergarten teachers here. So ma'am, what is your review about the virtual expo which is conducted this year?
In spite of this pandemic situation, we could see parents have put a lot of effort to preparing the models and recording the videos of kids. Our special thanks to parents who are now playing a role of us as a teacher in making the kids understand and execute what we teach them in online class.
And ma'am, what do you miss in the virtual expo which is conducted this year?
Actually, it's a treat for our eyes and ears to see the kids explain their topics, and they'll be very happily receiving stickers as appreciation. Their hands would be filled with lots of star stickers and smileys. That we will be missing this year, but it's not a big issue. I'm sure our parents will encourage and appreciate our kids with visual stickers and smileys.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் பெற்றோர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நம் பள்ளியில் ஆண்டுதோறும் நடைபெறும் பட்டிங் அப்துல் கலாம் அறிவியல் கண்காட்சி 9 ஆண்டுகள் நிறைவடைந்து 10ஆம் ஆண்டில் வலையொலி மூலமாக நடைபெறுகிறது. இந்த தொற்று பரவல் நிலையிலும் ஒவ்வொரு மாணவரின் பெற்றோரும் அவர்களின் திறமையை வெளிக்கொணர அவர்களுக்கு உறுதுணையாக இருந்து உதவி செய்துள்ளீர்கள். இதற்கு எங்கள் குடும்பத்தின் அனைத்து ஆசிரியர்களின் சார்பாக எங்கள் மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள்.
Hello kids and beloved parents, we take this opportunity to thank you for your overwhelming support rendered to us during the pandemic situation. We teachers in Marg Vidyalaya would like to show our gratitude towards your contribution as a teacher to your kid and also for making this 10th annual Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo a successful event. Your each and every effort has paved the way for this success. So once again, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you so much for the support and understanding from your side. Thank you.
Hi, I hope you all are fine. In this moment, I miss those expo times, that hari-bari moments during those expo times with our students. But anyway, our students will transform their science project into in a fun way, like getting their hands on related to that expo topics. And in this moment, I have to thank our students because they'll be doing with full energy, and whenever questions are shooted against them, they will be answering well, they will be responding well without getting tired. So you all are done well, you're doing great. Okay, all the best.
Education is a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents. Make Marg Expo 2021 as the best example for this. I take this opportunity to thank a few. First and foremost, our ma'am and Marg management for giving our kids a very good platform to explore and express their talents. Secondly, our kids whose talent is unstoppable. Come on, COVID, not even you can. And last but never the least, our parents. You people, by bringing home and school together, are creating a very good community of learners. Come on, let's give our kids roots to grow and wings to fly. Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. It's my immense pleasure to take a chance to thank each and everyone who joined your hands both off-screen and on-screen to make this breakthrough achievement of a Marg Vidyalaya to a grand success. But it's really tough to find the right word when I have to thank the parents of our budding Kalams. As the famous quote clearly proves, parents are the first teachers. Parents, especially in this pandemic situation, supported a lot to their kids. Thank you, parents. I extend my appreciation to our special buds who equally put their efforts in bringing out their special talents. Though it's virtual, I know you really miss the hands filled with appreciation stars and smileys. Still, you have proved that wherever you are, you can do it. Wishing you all the very best, and we are here always to support and encourage you. I would like to show my grateful to the whole Marg team and the respected correspondent and principal too. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous New Year and a happy Pongal. Thank you.
morning, parents and beloved kids. We stand common as parents. A hearty congratulations to all parents as they play teacher's role. We could see your effort through kids' amazing performance and their outstanding models. Education is not what we read from books. As experience makes the man perfect, we see our kids learn by doing, which is the most positive factor at Marg Vidyalaya. This year, virtual 10th Marg Annual Kids Exhibition, Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo, changed the term for social distancing and let's call it as virtual connection. In this challenging situation, when education is in the hands of committed persons like our principal, Geeta ma'am and Ganesh sir, education is fruitful for our blooming stars. Thank you.
Good morning, dear students, teachers and parents. Welcome to 10th Marg Annual Kids Exhibition and Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo 2021. MAKE was started in the year 2011 in memory of our beloved founder K. Rajeshwari. As a student or someone interested in lifelong learning, there are many things competing for your attention, such as social media and hyper-competitive online games. These can become major distraction whenever you need to concentrate. Fortunately, there are numerous learning tools that have proven to be effective in boosting your ability to fully comprehend your lessons. One such strategy that helps students understand lessons without having to slave over highly technical material is Feynman's technique. When people talk about the Feynman's technique of problem solving, they often quote Albert Einstein's famous words. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. This means that if you are able to explain a complex concept in simple terms, you have a good understanding of the concept at hand. Doing this will also help you to recognize your problem area or the area of confusion, because this will be where you either get stuck when explaining the concept or where you had to resort to using complex terminology. Using the Feynman's technique allows you to apply the concept that you learn to real-world problem, because you are able to grasp the concept and processes of complex ideas. It also helps you to improve your teaching skills as you use this technique of essentially teaching yourself the fundamentals of a subject. During our Make Expo, you can see our primary students explain what they have learned in their own simple words. In 2016, as our students were entering into the middle school, we wanted to set up a platform where they could exhibit their creative and innovative ideas. This led to inception of Budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo. I quote Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Adaptability is not imitation, but it is the power of resistance and assimilation." So you must know how and when to resist yourself from the things which are not your priority. Changes is inevitable. We are changing every day and we have to learn to adapt to these changes happening around us. At the start, many felt that online learning might not be beneficial to the students, but as the time progressed, we saw both the teachers and the students adopting themselves to this new normal. In subjects such as science, social, where the students understand concepts better visually, this platform helped us in presenting them with the related visuals. This year's virtual edition of Marg Annual Expo had been successful due to the combined efforts of parents, students and teachers. Students, every adversity is an opportunity in disguise, so make the best out of it. My heartfelt thanks to my team of teachers who had organized things so well and our parents who had been a pillar of support in all our endeavors. Thank you, parents. Thank you, teachers, and good luck. Good my wishes to all my students. Have a good day.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். திருவள்ளுவர் சொன்ன ஒரு குறளை நான் இங்கே கோட் பண்ண விரும்புகிறேன். தெய்வத்தால் ஆகாது எனினும் முயற்சிதன் மெய் வருத்த கூலி தரும். ஆளுமை திறனுக்கு அடித்தளம் இடுவது இந்த திருக்குறள். இந்த குறளுக்கு உதாரணமாக திகழும் மார்பு மாணவர்களுக்கும் அவர்களுக்கு பக்க பலமாக தூண்களாக இருக்கும் பெற்றோர்களுக்கும் தலைமை ஆசிரியர்கள் சார்பாக நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி.
Hi friends, my name is Sarah Kaushik. I am going to do like magic. Science began rainbow. Properties of lights. First one, reflection. Next, refraction. Reflection. This is a mirror. I can see me. This is a reflection. Next, refraction. Take a glass jar and some water. Take a pencil. Put the pencil into the water. Bend. This is refraction. Take a CD. The dark room. When the light falls on the CD, white light text. Split into 7 colors. A rainbow jar. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Third one, take a glass jar, big glass jar, some water, This is a mirror.
Very good.
White light mirror split into 7 colors with jar.
Thank you, teachers. As sun rises and sets, and good things come to an end. Even we have come to the closure of exhibition. And here comes our students to present the vote of thanks. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning everyone. I am Diksha of grade 2 class. It is my honor to propose vote of thanks to our honorable chief guest who shared his valuable time and supporting us virtually. I thank our Principal Geeta ma'am and all teachers who were supporting and encouraging us throughout. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the parents who supported in making this function a grand success. Above all, I thank the Almighty for showering His blessings on all of us. Thank you. We extend our sincere thanks to our principal for awakening the desires and wonders of young generations and sharpening our minds. We also thank our chief guest and eminent educationist for kindly accepting our invitation and presiding over this 10th annual budding Abdul Kalam Science Expo of Marg Vidyalaya. We would like to thank our respected teacher, parents and well-wishers for your rock solid support and encouragement. Thank you.
The presentation was done by students of 9th grade.
So a big round of applause for them. And to my team of teachers. Bye. Thank you, teachers. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, clapper. Manna manna. Thank you, viewers. Hey, Mukesh Ramange. Kalanidhi, come. Thank you, parents and students. So you can watch our YouTube live also. Okay, bye. All of them. You can unmute all of them. Ma'am, they are on. You can give your feedbacks about the virtual expo by unmuting yourself. You can give your feedback by unmuting yourself about the virtual expo. Tamil Vani. Mute பண்ணலையா? Hi Tamil Vani. How was the event?
Good ma'am, it was awesome.
So we'll play the other videos live on YouTube, okay, from pre-KG to grade 9. So Kaushik, very good job Kaushik. Hi Kanna. UKG Kaushik. Unmute பண்ணலையா? போயிட்டாங்களா? Hey Sudeep.
They are not unmuting.
Sudeep, your speech about Abdul Kalam was really good. Super Kanna. Hi Sai Sanjana. So how was the show? It went on well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Niranjan.
Even my sister was listening this, ma'am.
Okay. Hari Patel. Priyanka Amma, how was the entire event? Was it good?
Nice, ma'am. Very nice, ma'am. Only thing we missed it, seeing it in reality there.
We are missing them very badly. We are I'm not able to give them stickers. That smile on their face, the volume increasing step by step. That's what we are missing now.
But it is a very good initiative, ma'am, which you have done.
Thank you very much.
We did not miss this.
Thank you.
Priyanka Appa is also here, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Thanks, sir. So hope you watched that. We have 30 more YouTube videos to be played. We'll be playing live.
Sure. I will see it.
Miss, ma'am, he's leaving on 23rd, ma'am.
Again.
Okay.
I got
All the best, sir. Take care.
Yeah, sure.
Stay safe, sir. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye, Priyanka.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Hi, Deepthi Karla.
Hi, ma'am.
Your explanation about my school was really good. Where are you? Suddenly you. Deepthi.
Ma'am, I'm here.
Did you switch off your video?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good job, Deepthi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. Who is this Sohan? Sohan, is that you or Niranjan? Niranjan, your camera is little blur actually. I'm not able to see you clearly.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Kanna. Click it.
Happy Pongal. Nice.
Kanna, the 9th standard students are leaving. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. Okay.
Happy Pongal, ma'am.
Enjoy your Pongal. Happy Pongal, Kanna. Happy Pongal, Sudeep. Thank you.
Happy
Hari,
Pongal, ma'am.
Hari, is that you?
Happy Pongal, ma'am.
Happy Pongal, Kanna. Hey,
Happy Pongal, ma'am.
Thank you, Anisha.
Hi, ma'am. The program was really super, ma'am.
You
have did it. This year also, just I was thinking how it is going to be, whether it will be in the YouTube or how it will be. You did it. Super.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Jessie Trina's mother, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Dia, super Dia, Nikita and Dia, you did a good job.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Well done,
Ma'am,
Kanna.
the show was very nice.
Thank you. Who's this, Kanna? I'm not able to see you.
Ashika, ma'am.
Ashika. Okay, you are there in Sai Sanjana's link itself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Aisha. Thank you very much. Hi, Manoj. Where is Harish? You didn't unmute, Kanna.
Ma'am, thanks for expo.
Thank you, Kanna. You all did an excellent job. Tanuja, super explanation, Kanna.
Thank you,
Tanuja, you explained about the parts of the leaf and photosynthesis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Super, Kanna. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Harish, Manoj.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, Kanna?
I'm fine, ma'am.
How was the expo? Did you enjoy it? Ajmal.
Yes, ma'am. I enjoyed, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanna. Manoj, well done. Superb. Tarakesh.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. I'm a happy Pongal, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanna. Wish you the same. Hope we'll meet you soon. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Tarakesh, hi Kanna.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Did you enjoy
How
the
are you?
expo? Did you watch the expo live?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanna. Thank you very much. You all did a wonderful job. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy Pongal.
Happy Pongal, Kanna. Good.
Ma'am, I am Ashika. How was my expo video?
Kanna, actually, I am yet to see two more class videos. So I don't want to just say it was good. Let me watch that and then I'll give you a review. Okay?
Ma'am, how are you, ma'am?
Okay, Kanna, I'm fine, Kanna. Kanna, sorry, excuse me. The kids of 9th standard are leaving. I'll just see them off and come. Bye.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Bye, ma'am.
Ma'am, shall I?